Hello good friends, how you doing? I know it's been a while since my last video. A lot of things happened since then, but I'm trying to get back, alright? So today I want to talk to you about something that I think it's been helpful for me to improve my speaking skills, you know, which is try to tell a story that happens to me in another language, in English in the case. And I want to encourage you to try to do this exercise, to remember uh, some story about your life, about you, that something that happened to you, and try to tell another person that story in another language. It helps you to improve your vocabulary. It helps you to find words when you can't find the right word to say. You have to um, find another words to express what you want to say, you know so because of that, I'm gonna tell you a quick story about me and my family that happened like a few years ago, maybe 38 years ago. Okay, and that's the story. We used to live in a small city next to my city called Guararema. It's a very charming city here in the state of São Paulo, and a lot of people go there to spend the weekend. It's a really charming city. And I remember that when I was a kid, I was 6 years old when this happened. And me and my brother, my the middle brother, I'm the oldest one. We have the youngest one and the middle one. The middle one brother, he was 4 years old. He is 2 years younger than me. And I remember that we were playing in the living room, and my father was filling up some paychecks. Back in the days, people used paychecks to pay for their bills, and my dad was filling up some paychecks, and I remember that he missed one fulfillment, and then he took it off and gave it to my brother. He said, "Okay, this worth money. You can play with this paycheck, okay?" And we keep there, continue. We continue. I always struggle with this word, continue. We continue to playing on the living room, and my dad continued to filling up the paychecks, and okay, life continued. And we in the next day, I remember my dad was working, and it was just me, my brothers, and my mom in the house. And I remember that in the next morning, my mom was looking for my brother, and she asked me, "Did you see your brother?" And I said no. And we start to looking for him in the house, and we couldn't find him, anywhere. I remember that my mom got desperate, and she ran away to the street to see if he left the house, and I remember to see him coming back on the sidewalk, uh, far from the house. He was coming back alone, a 4 years old kid coming back for the house, and my mom ran away towards him and grabbed him and took him back home. And then we asked him, "Where did you go? Why you were alone on the street?" And he said he took the paycheck of his little pocket and said, I went into the bank to get my money. That's a true story, man. That's a true story. He was alone. He went alone in the bank to cash out his money. And he was disappointed because the guy said him, okay, this bank is not here. My man, I remember that my father got pissed off with this cashier of the bank. Of course, he didn't ask for the kid, where's your mom? Where's your dad? What you're doing here alone with this paycheck? But can you imagine that scene? A 4-year-old kid waiting in the line in the bank and going to the cashier and trying to cash out some money. It was hilarious, of course, after everything was okay. And that was my story for today. Perhaps I can bring another one really soon, okay? My dog is calling me. I have to go. See ya.